Stop me if you heard this one. It's only a few dollars. Congratulations. That sentence just cost you $400,000. I know. That sounds completely insane. But stay with me for the next few minutes, because I'm about to show you something that will change the way you see spending and investing forever. That innocent little phrase, "It's only a few dollars," is the most expensive lie your brain tells you. Not once, not twice, every single day. And it's not just you. We all do it. Picture this. You're running late. You skipped breakfast. Your inbox has 847 unread emails. Your coworker just microwaved fish. Again. So you stop at the coffee shop. You grab a latte, maybe a muffin, or a cupcake, or that little treat, because honestly, Mercury is in retrograde and life is hard. And you think, it's only a few dollars. Here's the thing. That cupcake isn't evil. They're delicious. I'm not a monster. But because that one thought is how wealth quietly escapes through a tiny hole in your financial boat while you're busy bailing water with a teaspoon. Today, I'm going to show you something that sounds absolutely ridiculous at first. But once you see the math, you'll never look at baked goods the same way again. That innocent cupcake? It might be quietly embezzling hundreds of thousands of dollars from your future self over your lifetime. And I'm also going to show you the one type of spending that's actually worse than cupcakes, because it pretends to be responsible while pickpocketing your retirement fund. Spoiler, it involves subscriptions and self-lies. Meet Jessica. Jessica is 25. She works in marketing. She's responsible, saves a little, no credit card debt, even contributes to her 401k. Jessica would describe herself as pretty good with money. But every morning, without fail, she stops at her favorite bakery and buys a cupcake. $3.50. One cupcake. 5 minutes of happiness. And look, I'm not judging. Those little rituals feel like the only thing you're doing for you when your inbox has 847 unread emails and your coworker microwaved fish again. When I told Jessica her cupcake routine could be standing between her and becoming a millionaire, she laughed. She said,
"It's literally just a cupcake."
And that sentence, that exact sentence, is what keeps most people from ever building real wealth. Because the problem isn't the cupcake, it's what the cupcake represents. A daily money decision you've stopped noticing. Let's do the boring math first. $3.50 per cupcake times 5 days a week times 52 weeks equals about $910 per year. Now you might be thinking, okay, $910 a year isn't nothing, but it's not exactly yacht money. Totally fair. But here's what most people don't realize. The real cost isn't what you spend, it's what that money could have become. This is the difference between budgeting and wealth building. Budgeting asks, how do I control spending? Wealth building asks, what does this money turn into if I invest it instead? And that's where the cupcake turns into something else entirely. The compound interest plot twist. Let's say Jessica invests that same $3.50 per day instead of eating it. Not into crypto, not into meme stocks, not into her cousin's amazing opportunity selling essential oils, into something painfully boring, a low-cost index fund. Historical average return, about 7% annually after inflation. Quick disclaimer, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Markets go up and down. Don't invest your rent money. This is education, not financial advice. So what happens if Jessica invests $3.50 per day at 7%? After 10 years, about $18,400. After 20 years, about $55,500. After 30 years, about $130,000. After 40 years, about $279,000. After 45 years, about $404,000. This is the part where Jessica stopped smiling. Because she realized the cupcake wasn't costing her just $3.50. It was costing her the future version of that $3.50. One cupcake. Now pause, because this is the moment most people say, "This is extreme. Nobody becomes a millionaire by skipping cupcakes." This is that annoying latte factor thing. Also, Beth, life is short. We could all get hit by a meteor tomorrow. I get it. But here's the thing. It's not the cupcake. It's the system. The cupcake is just the easiest example because you can see it. But the real problem is what I call invisible spending. Spending that's small enough to ignore, but frequent enough to build a financial cage around you. The sneaky spending syndicate. These are purchases that feel harmless, but quietly compound against you for decades. Let me introduce you to some friends. Mike, $5 daily coffee, weekdays only. Over 45 years invested instead, about $577,000. Jennifer, $8 lunch delivery 3 times per week. Lost opportunity, about $415,000. David, $35 per month in subscriptions he barely uses. Over 45 years, about $158,000. Lisa, $20 bottle of wine every Friday. Over 45 years invested, about $370,000. And here's what most people don't realize. It's not that these purchases are bad, it's that they're automatic. You stop choosing them, they just happen. Like paying taxes, but voluntary and with frosting. And when spending becomes automatic, wealth building becomes impossible. Because wealth requires one thing most people never build: control over your defaults. The million-dollar question. Now let's combine a normal lifestyle, $5 daily coffee, lunch out twice per week, $15 each, equals approximately $8 per day average. 3 subscriptions, $25 per month, equals approximately $1 per day. Small daily treat, $3. Total, about $17 per day. If you invest $17 per day for 45 years at 7%, that's over $1.9 million. And that's the moment people go quiet. Because suddenly, this isn't about cupcakes. This is about how millionaires are actually made. Most people think becoming wealthy requires a huge salary, a genius investment strategy, good fortune or timing, selling a kidney on the black market. But the truth? For most millionaires, it's simpler. They keep more of their income available to invest consistently for decades. Not because they never enjoy life, because they don't let a few dollars become an invisible lifestyle. Same salary, different defaults. That's why one person becomes wealthy and another stays stressed about money until they're 70. Why do we do this? Behavioral economists have a fancy term for it: temporal discounting. Translation: your brain prioritizes immediate pleasure over distant rewards. A cupcake today feels real. $400,000 in 45 years feels like science fiction. Your brain evolved to grab the berries now because there might be a tiger tomorrow. But there's another layer: mental accounting. Your brain creates categories like, this is a treat, this is self-care, this doesn't count. And that category makes it dangerous because you don't evaluate it like a real trade-off. You don't think, this cupcake is a vote against my future. You think, this cupcake is a reward for surviving Tuesday. And that's why you keep doing it. Let's reframe. It's not, can I afford this cupcake? It's, would I rather have this or the future version of what it becomes? Because when you understand investing basics, you realize every dollar is a seed, and some seeds become forests. If someone offered you a deal, You can have a cupcake today or $130,000 in 30 years. Most people would choose the $130,000, but your brain doesn't see it that way. So we have to teach your brain to see the trade. What actually works without becoming a joyless financial monk? Step 1. The 7-day Cupcake Audit. For 1 week, write down every small purchase under $20. Not to shame yourself, just to reveal your defaults, because awareness alone changes behavior. Step 2. Automate investing. Set up an automatic transfer the day you get paid, even if it's small, $25 per week, $50 per week, something. Because if investing is optional, spending will win. Step 3. Keep joy, cut autopilot. You don't need to eliminate treats. You need to eliminate unconscious treats. Choose a number. I get $20 per week for fun stuff. When it's gone, it's gone. Now treats become intentional. Step 4. Replace, don't remove. Make coffee at home 4 days. Buy one fancy one. Pack lunch 3 days per week. Rotate subscriptions monthly. Netflix this month, not all 6 at once. Keep one intentional treat ritual, not 5 random ones. Step 5. The hourly cost trick. Calculate your after-tax hourly wage. If you take home $15 per hour after taxes, that $3.50 cupcake is 14 minutes of your life, and you eat it in 3 minutes. This reframing alone changes people, because suddenly it's not a few dollars, it's your time. You don't need to become a financial robot, just small shifts. $50 per month invested equals about $61,000 in 30 years. $100 per month equals about $122,000 in 30 years. That's the difference between financial anxiety and financial breathing room. And that breathing room is how people build toward real wealth, passive income, and eventually, yes, how to become a millionaire. Not by one big move, by thousands of small moves that compound. But wait, there's something worse than cupcakes. There's a type of spending that makes people feel financially responsible while actually keeping them broke. It's called reward spending. I worked hard this week. I deserve this $30 brunch. I hit my sales goal. I deserve these $200 shoes. And here's the trap. You do deserve nice things. But if every accomplishment triggers a purchase, you're on a financial treadmill. You work harder leads to earn more, leads to spend more, leads to feel broke, leads to work harder. And the cycle never ends. That's part 2. If you've ever said, I deserve this, right before buying something, you need to hear what comes next. Not all small purchases are bad. Some are absolutely worth it. If that cupcake brings you real, savored joy, cool. But here's the test. Do you remember the last 3 cupcakes you bought? If not, it's not joy, it's habit. And habits should serve you, not trap you. If this changed how you think about money, comment below. What's your cupcake currency? The small thing you didn't realize was adding up? I read every comment, and I'll feature the most common ones in a future video. Remember, small choices compounded over time create your financial destiny. Choose wisely. Or, at least, choose consciously. See you in part 2.